Hello, my name is Sharice Thomas, and I'm an advocate with Disability Rights South Carolina. In today's webinar, we will be discussing the importance of prior written notices, also known as PWN. Disability Rights South Carolina is the protection and advocacy system for South Carolina. We are here to help people with disabilities understand and defend their rights. We provide a variety of services, including information and referrals, self-advocacy assistance, trainings, direct assistance, and advocacy for policy change. At Disability Rights, we provide information and referral, legal support, education and outreach, monitoring and investigation, and public policy. What is in a prior written notice? Prior written notice, also known as PWN, is the written notice the school district must provide to the parent of the student with an IEP or an adult student with an IEP whenever the IEP team proposes to initiate, change, or refuse to initiate or change the identification, the evaluation, or educational placement of the student. For example, if the school district would like to change the placement of a student or implement a new behavior strategy, it must state this information in the PWN. It will say prior written notice at the top. Time frame to receive a PWN. A common misunderstanding is that prior written notice is sent before an IEP meeting. Typically, proposals will be discussed and determined during the IEP meeting. Parents are members of the IEP team. The parent will then receive a PWN that discusses the decision after the meeting, but before the change takes place. A parent may get a PWN after the IEP meeting is over or within a few days. There is not a set amount of time the school district has to provide you this notice. However, it should be within a reasonable amount of time before the change so the parent can consider the decision before it is implemented. For example, the IEP team decided to change the placement of a student starting the first day of school, August the 15th. The IEP meeting was on July 31st, and the parent received the PWN on August 4th. What's in a PWN? A prior written notice has to include actions that the school district proposes or refuses to take, why the school district proposes or refuses to take action, procedures, assessment, records, or reports used as a basis for action, other options and reasons why rejected, other relevant factors to the school district's proposal or refusal, sources parents may contact to obtain assistance in understanding the provisions of the Individuals with Disabilities Act, IDEA, or the special education process. This is important to have as much detailed information possible within this document. Also, it helps to keep your own notes of what happened during the meeting. That way you can compare the two documents when you have them. This includes any proposals that were brought up, even if the team rejected it. Actions proposed or refused. In this section, it writes what has been decided and agreed upon or rejected in the meeting before it is implemented. The item proposed could be by the parent or the school district. If either party disagrees, it should be recorded in this section. If both parties agree, it still should be recorded in this section of the PWN. Explanations of reasons for proposal or refusal. In this section of the PWN, the school district will discuss why they proposed to the service or refuse to take action on the proposal that was discussed in the first section of the PWN. This explanation may have already been discussed at the meeting at length, but it should be recorded here. Other options considered and reasons why rejected. This section of the PWN addresses other ideas or proposals that were brought up during the meeting, but were found not to be suitable for the child. For example, if a parent requested a certain type of assistive technology, but the district decided to conduct an AT evaluation first to try out different types of AT. This section often gives you a history of what was proposed by the team in the past, but was rejected. Supporting documentation used as a basis of action. This section of the PWN lists the information used to reach the determination of the actions that were agreed upon or rejected by the IEP team. The school district and the parents can both submit information for the team to review and consider when making a decision. Other relevant factors to support the school district's proposal. This section of the PWN gives more context about details about why the school district is proposing or refusing to implement a proposal. This section may be similar to other considered and reasons rejected portions covered earlier in the webinar, but the main difference is this section explains why other factors why the proposal was accepted. Resources for parents. The last section of the PWN includes resources available in South Carolina to help families better understand the provisions of IDEA or the special education process. For instance, sometimes we are listed as a resource. Understandable language. The PWN is required to be written in understandable language. That means the PWN is written in a language that is understandable to the general public. The PWN is provided in the parent's native language or other mode of communication. The parent understands the content of the PWN. Prior written notice is a very important document that should be provided to you whenever the IEP team proposes to initiate, change, or refuse to initiate or change the identification, evaluation, or educational placement of a child. If any of these occur at your IEP meeting, you can ask when you can expect a PWN. We suggest you contact your school district if you have not received a PWN. You can contact your child's special education teacher or the special education director. For more information about prior written notices, please visit our website by clicking the link. If you have any questions or would like to speak to someone about prior written notices, please give us a call at 1-866-275-7273. Please visit our website for more information at www.disabilityrightssc.org. Thank you.